our next dish today, what we're going to be cooking is our torta with fresh bainette. That means with fresh cow's cheese, and which were basically made yesterday in the Quilet. It's what they call these little baskets, Quilet. So what I'm going to do, what happens with the Quilet here, basically it's like a netted basket. All the liquid and water goes out of it, so there's not too much that comes out into the pastry. Yep. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to crush them down a bit. Now with your torta, you can make it with lots of different ways of making it. Depends from one village to another village. They all got their own ways. The way I'm making it today is I got the fresh cheese. What I'm going to do is add fresh baby peas, green peas. Now at this stage you could add absolutely anything. You know, the Maltese people add like fazola, like broad beans. They add sultanas or sultanas and peas, or all three. There's lots of different ways of doing it. The way I'm doing it today is with the peas. It's my favourite way of doing it. Mix that up a little bit. We're going to add a few eggs. That's it. We just give it a quick stir. That's it. We're going to add some salt and pepper. And a pinch of pepper. And that's basically your filling. We're just going to add a little bit of ground parmesan that we've grated this morning, and that'll help it bind together nicely. That's it. We put that to the side. We get our dish. With the dish, we just use a little bit of spray oil. Once again, the spray oil will stop it from the pastry sticking to the bottom of the pan. I like to use commercial grade pastry. It's very easy to work with compared to the normal one you can roll out. You can do nice fresh pastry, go ahead and do it. It just depends on how much time you have, but for convenience and for quickness and speed, you can't beat it. And what I'm doing, I'm just attaching a second piece of pastry like that. It can cover the base of my dish. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Just like that. Do you notice what I mean why I attached it? It just covers the whole base. The whole sides is all covered. Now what I'm going to do is just get my filling that we just made earlier. We're just going to pour it into the center. Just spread it out evenly. Just like that. We'll just grab another piece of pastry, and this time, because it's a torta, we're going to use it as a whole dish, and we just place that on the top, just like that. Alright, now with this, there are lots of different ways. I like to roll my pastry round and make basically like a rope right round by me twisting it. Some people like to use their forks, as in just going like this, right round. Just depends on what village you come from and which ways of doing it. This is my style of doing it. That's it. Now on the top, just to save the pastry from over rising too high, what we do, we prick it just with a fork, just a few down like that, and down the center, just a small cut. Now on top of that, what we do is we get a little bit of egg yolk and a pastry, and what we do, we use this for glazing. And that'll give it a nice beautiful shine as it's cooking. And as it comes out, it'll be splendid. Just use the egg yolk, try not to use the egg whites. Here we go, in the oven, roughly 20 minutes at about 220 degrees. Let's see if our torta is ready. Let's go to the oven. Oh, smells nice. Look at that. And look at the nice glaze on top of the pastry. Now what happens when you go to Malta into these little villages, the Maltese women, they're up early in the morning, like at 6 o'clock in the morning, very, very early, and they're cooking this all day long. They're cooking tortas, they're cooking fenech, they're cooking timpanas, pastizzis, that's why they're so good. Look at that. Nice, crispy. And that's just a small torta that we serve. It's very commonly found in Malta, all over the island of Malta and Gozo. A lot of Maltese still cook it here today. This is one of my son's favourite. Today I've shown you a few samples of some village peasant style cooking that you would only find in the local villages in Malta. It's very hard for you to go to a restaurant here or a function centre where you would find this. I cook this every day for my family and for my guests here at the Manda Villa. Hope you've enjoyed the day. See you soon.
Turisti għaddejjin karozzi Ollandiżi fit-trakja s-sħaltin kien baxxew l-izmin.